Hi everyone, this is Kona and welcome to week 9. So yay, you've made it past midterm. It's been a little crazy, hasn't it? But we're going to push through. So what's going on this week? So um, ignore this because I haven't switched it and put the new updated video in. But okay, so for study resources, the big thing is making sure you look at the categorical data, this page right here. So for this one, you've got videos. The one proportion videos are the exact same from last week. I just put them here so they can serve as a resource for you. What's new is the two proportion and chi-square stuff. So your two proportion, here's the lecture notes, and then there's the video that goes with it. Then here's the notes for the Minitab, and here's the video. So then chi-square notes and video, and chi-square Minitab notes and video. So the lecture notes will help explain what these are and kind of get you to better understand how to create your claims. So that's really important when you go to create your claims for this week. You really want to pay attention to the lecture notes. Then when you're getting ready to actually do the Minitab stuff, that's when you want to watch these because this is where we actually talk through some examples. So you want to go through all of this stuff. Here's the data that you would use to analyze this, but this is really important, so make sure you go through that. So quiz resources, just deciphering a claim, and then the statistic table. Here's your reading from the textbook, and then here's some other resources that you might need or might want to make use of. So the deciphering the claim, this one is pretty much specific for the quiz this week. So if you're wondering, this is specific for the quiz. So moving right along, and I haven't updated. I just realized I didn't update the assignment. So we're not going to flip to that. We're just going to go ahead and go straight to the first assignment, which is discussion 9 claims. Now for this one, we've been talking about claims for most of the semester. Last week you got to try coming up with your own for the one proportion. Well, this week you get a chance to come up with your own claims that you would like to analyze using the two proportion and chi-square tests. So based on the article and the data we collected for Project 2 and feedback from last week's assignment, come up with at least one two proportion and chi-square claim you'd like to test. So come up with a two proportion and a chi-square claim. So you should have at least 2 claims total, one two proportion, one chi-square. Explain why each claim works for the type of test you're going to use to analyze it. So requirements. Claims have to be written in the appropriate manner for the type of statistical test you're going to use. So review the course resources to see how to write your claim. Make sure you use a different claim for each of the 2 statistical tests. So make sure you have one two proportion and one chi-square. So for the follow-up, review the claims made by your peers. Check to make sure that their claim is appropriate for the statistical test they're planning on using. If you notice something isn't correct, then make sure to explain why it's not correct and how to fix it. And state whether you think their claim is the alternative or the null and why. So all of this is really helpful and really important because it will help you then when you go to do Project 2 Advanced Minitab Analysis. So this is where you're going to go a little bit further in analyzing our data. So here's the data, and once you feel comfortable with discussion 9 claims and go back and look at your one proportion claims, you're then going to come up with the final 3 claims that you're going to use. So for this one, the requirement is a minimum of 3 claims. So you can do more than that, but you have to have at least one proportion, a two proportion, and a chi-square. You do not have to use the exact same ones that you picked in the one proportion or the discussion 9 claims. If you realize that, hey, my original ones didn't work, I want to do something different, that's fine. You can switch it up. I just want you to pick something that you're interested in and something that you feel confident in this is correct. Claims have to be written in the appropriate manner for the test, and one proportion claim must be based on the information and data from the article, so the percentage results. So for this, it just kind of goes through, create a heading, write out the claim you're testing, identify which statistical method is appropriate and why. So that's where you would say it's a one proportion, two proportion, chi-square, and why. Use Minitab to analyze your claim and copy the output into your document. Provide the appropriate statistic information from the computer output that allows you to make the decision about your claim. So in this case, don't just copy and paste that Minitab. Actually say the z-score is this, the p-value is this. Actually put that information in and provide a conclusion that answers the original question. So there is not enough evidence to support reject the claim that blah, blah, blah. For your final project, you should also include some graphs. Remember that in class, we decided that pie charts were acceptable. They're done correctly, but there you go. I think that's pretty much it. So going back to, let's see here. So we covered this, we covered categorical, we covered claims. Project 2, then you also have the 2 proportion and Anova Minitab assignment. So this one should help you get ready for doing your project data. So this is just a chance for you to go ahead and try to analyze some data for a 2 proportion and an Anova. Oh my gosh. Wow. Sorry. So that's not an Anova, that's a chi-square. You can tell it's been a kind of crazy week. So, okay. Anova. God, I cannot believe I said that. I'm sorry. 2 proportion and chi-square Minitab homework. And so for this one, there's your data dictionary. It's homework, so there's no time limit, but you only get 1 attempt. So you can go in and out as much as you want, and you can ask me questions. And then the last one is your Chapter 3, Quiz 3 for this week. And the big thing for that is make sure you go through this deciphering a claim. That's going to really help you a lot as you're trying to figure out which is which and what is what. So, it seems like a lot, doesn't it? But I have faith. You guys are awesome and you can do this. So let me know if you have questions. Otherwise, good luck and let me know how you're doing.